Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly forecast reading. This is for the week of May 29, 2023. Welcome to Astral Luck. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you are new to this channel, welcome. A big hug to you. And if you're a regular viewer, thank you so much for being so loyal viewer of this channel. I love you all. So let's get started with today's reading. I'm going to do three piles. So first we will identify the three piles by choosing the cards for each pile. So for pile 1, you have cross. For pile 2, you have the ring. And let's see what do we have for pile 3. Pile 3, you have the lilies. So pile 1, the cross, pile 2, ring, and pile 3, lilies. So choose your pile and I'll see you on the other side of this reading. Hello, pile 1. If you have chosen the cross, it's saying that this is a time where you have gone through a lot of turmoil in life, but this turmoil has helped you to develop immense faith on your own self and on the universe and in your spiritual capabilities, your own capabilities, material, physical, and spiritual capabilities. So this makes a lot of sense in a way that you have grown a lot in the last few days, and in the continuing weeks that are going to follow now, you are also going to grow even further. That's what this card is implying here. But with that energy, let's do the reading further, and let me shuffle all the cards in front of me with that energy so that we have a better overview of how this week will manifest and how it will lead the energy for future. And we'll probably also get something about the future, like usually my readings are uh, beyond the week for which I'm reading. So this last card was like screaming loud that I want to stay out, I want to stay, come into the reading, I don't want to get shuffled. So I have put it out, and we and this card also jumped out. So I'll get to this card also, but because it has revealed itself, I want to read it now. It is Six of Cups. You are remembering how you actually remember. I told you that you were in a kind of turmoil. So you are either trying to remind yourself how you actually manifested that turmoil in your life. With whom did you start your conversation? How people cheated you, how people created this position for you where you had to suffer. You are, or how people colluded against you. You are trying to remember all of that. That is what uh, this card is telling here. But again, I'm not going to open up this card because it did not open like this. I'll open it when we reach to that set of cards. But here you have vision, Neptune. You have a vision about your future, but it's not concrete. And you are still not very sure how to define that whole concept of your future. You know that you are headed in a direction and you want to go there and you want to do something in a particular direction, but how do you want to pursue on that road? Do you want to walk on that road? Do you want to take a motor jet on that road? Or you want to fly through a jet aircraft on that direction? Or you just want to wait there with that aim and vision and hoping that something will happen? You are not in a situation now to define that, and you have not defined it. And that is also giving you a certain kind of flexibility. You have the dignity and the strength card here, which is telling that you possibly just knowing that which in which direction you have to go is enough for now. How and when, let the universe decide it for you. That's what the cards are telling here, and for which you again have to develop immense faith. Then we have the garden and the gate, that you know that you have to be inside that garden. You have reached the gate, but you don't know when the gate will open, and you are not in any kind of rush. You are willing to wait, which is fine and which is healthy also. Less anxiety and more of appreciation. While you are waiting here, there is a woman holding a coin, and I don't know, somehow I got a very strong negative vibe from this woman because she doesn't want you to enter that gate. That's what I felt. And she wants to know all your plans, what you want to do in future. Although she knows that what is your goal and destination, she wants to know what are you going to do about reaching that goal and destination, and you definitely don't have to discuss any kind of plans with her. Goals are clear. You possibly work in the same organization and you possibly want to become the CEO. She also wants to become the CEO. The goals are clear. She wants to throw some breadcrumbs in front of you so that you get distracted with those breadcrumbs, and then she could take the spot. That's the intention that I'm feeling here. But let's confirm that from the following cards. I think that at this point, the strength card here wanted to come out. I just wanted to pick that card. Somehow there was a strong urge. So, what I feel here is that you have to play by your own strength. You don't have to give strength to this lady with the coin. She is already powerful because she holds the coin. But then you have your spiritual power, you have your spiritual grounding, you know your spiritual capability. So don't fall for her power that she is demonstrating in front of you with that coin. So then we have Sun and Capricorn, achievements. Then Mars in Cancer, quarrel. And Mars in Leo, egoism. Okay, here there is a good news and there is a warning also. It's not a bad news, it's a warning. What I'm seeing here is that you are going to achieve something big right now in your life, and that is going to give you a lot of success, lot of dignity, lot of power, and also clarify what is the mechanism that you are going to use towards your goal. Are you going to walk? Are you going to take a jet boat, or you are going to fly on a supersonic jet? Whatever it is, that achievement will decide, and you are very soon going to get that achievement, which is bringing lot of quarrel in your environment, and people are getting hurt, and there is a lot of egos getting hurt on one side, and on the other side you are also getting this ego trip that now that you have received the success, it's not going to happen this week. Remember that the success is going to come in the month of June, July, or August. Different people, different timelines, but it's June, July, or August. We don't know. So, because there is Cancer, there is Leo here, and there's also Capricorn. For some of you, it might come in the season of Capricorn, that is way ahead in the end of the year, beginning of next year. But most of you will have it in June, July, August. Don't worry about that. So, don't go on that ego trip yourself. Let others quarrel. Let others' ego get hurt. You cannot control that, so don't bother yourself about it. But you yourself don't go on an ego trip. That's the only thing that I'll mention here. Then we have lilies, then we have the book, and also we have the ring. Wonderful. Very positive cards. So you are being offered some kind of knowledge, uh, with love and with care as a gift, by someone, and this someone wants to create a long term relationship with you in exchange of that knowledge, that I'll teach you this, but then please show some loyalty to me and continue to work with me. So this is, I think, coming outside the view of this woman holding a coin. For some of you, it might be a very lucrative deal with this woman holding a coin also, because I don't see any other person coming up yet in your reading. So this is the only person. She might uh, teach you a lot of things in exchange for more power and your loyalty towards her. Be careful if you want to take up that uh, thing, because it might be momentary. Uh, if this person has betrayed you in the past, has broken your trust, be very open about it, that you have done this in the past, and how do you think I should trust you? Can you uh, do something to justify whatever you're claiming right now, and why should I trust you? Of course, you might be interested in the knowledge that she's sharing, but uh, is it the worth of is that knowledge the worth of becoming a slave? That is something that you have to be very careful about, because yeah, we have the ace of swords. You are asking a lot of questions to yourself, and you are getting uh, answer that you possibly are looking for new opportunities where you want to take risk rather than become submissive of someone. You don't want to become submissive of someone. You possibly want to explore the path of your life on your own. You want to set up for a new adventure. Then we have six of coins. So you negotiate very hard with this person here, and then this negotiation will not end very pleasantly for one of you. That's what I can see here. But let me clarify, is it for you or is it for this woman here? Okay, it might be very difficult to fit all the cards now, but let's pull some clarifier. Justice. So it's justice card coming here. It's very clear that someone who has been oppressive, someone who has been narcissist, someone who has been uh, pushing others aside, such people would be put to test, and then there would be a break cage. You will break the relationship and you will follow your own freedom, and this person will here would go through a bit mentally traumatic situation to able to realize that you are no more part of their lives. So now you have Eight of Pentacles, which is that you are working hard on your own self. You want to work even more harder and bringing more victory for yourself and bringing more success for yourself. You have Queen of Cups, Six of Wands, and Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles represent hard work on your own self in this context in your reading, and Four of Pentacles, building new relationships. I don't know why I read it at Six of Wands. Also, on one hand, you are building new relationships and you are also ensuring good success for yourself, because it was meant to come out, so it came out. And then there is Queen of Cups here, who is saying that a new person is walking into your life who is more intuitive, who is more passionate, and who is more in line with you and trying to build a new relationship with you. So that's your reading, pile one. I hope you found this useful, you found this meaningful. Until next time, bye bye and namaste. Hello, pile two. If you have chosen the ring, this is your reading. It looks like you're attracting some kind of relationship. It looks like you're manifesting some kind of relationship. It also looks like that there is a certain kind of leadership that is going to happen in your life because of this relationship. Maybe you are attracting a leader kind of person, or vice versa. You are the leader, and the other person in this relationship is going to follow you. Something like that. I strongly see that one person is more like a leader, either you or the other person, and the other person is a blind follower. So, with that energy, let me shuffle the cards. So, in the meantime, I just wanted to inform you that the daily message of the day is uploaded on the short format on my channel. So, you can watch that every day. And if at all sometime you are in a trouble, then just randomly think of a number, because I always number my message of the day from 1 to, I think it's 135 right now, which is uploaded. So you can randomly pick a number and watch that video, and you might find a beautiful message for your problem at the same time. This card just showed up, opened up, and this another card showing up. Okay. So first of all, let's deal with these two cards. It's the Devil card, uh, reminding you that the relationship might bring a lot of burden. If you are the follower, don't be a blind follower. If you are the leader, don't allow this person to pile on your energy and drain you. Be careful of that. You are manifesting a good relationship, but then be careful of. I shuffled the cards in front of you, but this card showed up for pile 1 and now it's showing up for pile 2 as well. Neptune vision. I think there is a lot of delusion in your relationship. You don't know what you want out of this relationship, and you don't even want to consider anything right now. Then you have Gemini and Mars. So it is, Gemini is a card of love for me. It is like, uh, more than love, it is like uh, getting to know each other at multiple levels. But Mars is again knowing, it's a bit harsh energy, or it's a bit violent energy, and sometimes it could be a sexual energy also. So what I'm seeing here is that don't get into anything, any kind of relationship without thinking through it. Let me be very simple and straightforward in that, and not getting into any kind of details, because uh, it might not be YouTube friendly. But whatever I've spoken till now is clear enough, and you can understand where I'm going with that. And also, the second chakra, the sacral chakra, is also a sexual chakra, and that showing up with walking away with hostilities card. So what I'm seeing here is that either you're liberating yourself from a relationship of the kind where either you were the follower or the other person was following you blindly. You are clearing that relationship and moving on, or you would engage into a certain kind of relationship of that kind in near future. If you go out of control, then things will get little hostile. Be careful. This energy looks very wonderful, because Sometimes the mass energy can need some kind of taming, and after that it does beautiful things. So knowing that these cards just showed up for you in this reading, I'm only going to tell you that uh, don't get too excited. Think twice before acting into it. And even if you have to act on a level, you feel like you have to act on a level of 10, just act at the level of 7. Tone down a little bit so that the severity of your approach in this relationship is toned down. But if it's coming from the other side and you are on the receiving end and the other person is like being too uh, over enthusiastic, talk them down in and ask them to calm down. Otherwise, try to take a short break from them, let this energy pass away, and then reapproach them. If they are still there around for you, good for you. Otherwise, you are lucky that you have just overcome some kind of big damage. So you have the card of Sun and Gemini acquisition, then you have Venus and Aries lust, pointing in the same direction. Somebody wants to acquire you as a commodity. And then you have Venus in Gemini, flattery. So somebody, or you want to acquire somebody as commodity. Be quite aware. If you are doing that, tone yourself down. Use little bit of flattery to uh, calm yourself and calm the other person. It might work both the ways. And be careful. I'm repeating myself because the cards are repeating the whole thing again and again. Here they repeated the same thing. Here they repeated the same thing. Here they just brought another level of understanding that this kind of situation is being created because one is thinking the other person as a commodity, as a product, not as a human. And the way to come out of that kind of situation is flattery. Use some kind of flattery to just get out of that situation. Then you have garden, you have mountain, and you have fish. So again, it's bringing another layer of the solution. If you are meeting such kind of people, try to meet them in public spaces where they have to tone down themselves, or you are feeling overconfident about yourself in a relationship. First, meet this person in the public space so that you are under control. You cross this mountain uh, of this huge energy being thrown at you. There's a huge energy ball coming at you, which is bringing a lot of love, lust, and action in your life in a way which can make or break the relationship. Only thing is that you have to use that energy with constraint. What I'm saying here is that if you just, during this week, you just go through the whole of the thing through moderation and be more in the public eye so that you don't dare to do something which is beyond approval, you would make a big fortune from this relationship in moving forward. Then you have six of coins, then you have tower, and you have so many cards. You have wheel of fortune, three of coins. Okay, I'm seeing that, and then nine of coins, five of coins. Oh God. First of all, uh, it's saying another story here that although my interpretation was going on the sexual and pleasure and all that actions there, but now seeing so many pentacles here, what I'm seeing here is that it might also be stemming out from a certain kind of material position that you have in your life, that you feel that you can control people, you can control things because you are in material position. If you cross your boundaries, it's a warning that there is a tower moment waiting for you. The wheel of fortune will not take a time, take a tiniest bit of time to turn around in the other direction. But uh, this is getting very I don't know. Uh, I've never done this kind of reading. That's the only thing I would say at this moment. But what I'm saying here is that, but if you go under moderation, you take a lot of consent in any kind of activity, physical activity, or any kind of a situation where you're trying to control someone else's career, you're trying to control someone else's life, or someone else is doing that to you. If you take a lot of consent and discussion, and you are ready to negotiate and leave some kind of foundations that you have, then what is going to happen is that you will work together, you will overcome the bad qualities that are coming around with this power, and you would still be independent of each other but be very successful, both of you. And if it's showing the contrast, like Nine of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles, if you are in your ego trip and going on that power struggle, then what I'm seeing here is that it might be just that you will be left alone to deal with things in your life, and no one will care for it. Then you have the High Priestess, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So, what I'm seeing here is that deep inside, you already know on what are your responsibilities and where you want to go with this, and you are more focused on new beginnings, which brings lot of passion, success, and which brings more of material fame and material growth. So especially you who is listening this reading and you survived, because I know this is a tough reading for me to read, but even it is tougher for you to listen all this what the cards are showing. Sometimes it gets overwhelming, but if you have survived till here, what I'm going to tell you is that you already know where you stand and what is your situation and what is your position, and you are more focused on building up long term success and long term growth in your life. So, for bringing that in your life, do whatever it is needed, but don't go and cross that boundary that anyone can misuse that against you, that you did this to me. Don't do that. So that's your reading for today. I hope this was useful, especially pile 2. Please, please, please give me your situation if you can relate to it, because I have no idea what I have read just now, and this is by far the toughest set of cards to read, or very tough combination to read that has shown up. So I need more context from you for whom this pile or these cards have shown up in this pile. Thank you so much for watching this. Until next time, bye bye and namaste. Hello everyone. If you have chosen pile 3, I see that there's a huge luck coming on your way. It's a slow progressing energy of luck, and it is a long term thing. So, everything and anything that you are thinking about during this week might happen, but it might not just happen during the week, but it will continue to keep happening and reach its destination and goal in maybe a year or two after this week is over. It will slowly and steadily progress, but it will progress for sure, and it's bringing more luck, more opportunities for you. So that's a very good energy to start with, and I was like quite happy to see that card. Let's see what the other cards have to bring in. So while I'm shuffling the cards in front of me, I just wanted to tell you that I post daily message of the day, and it's almost like 135 messages. and each are numbered from 1 to like that. So in case sometime you are stuck and you need some kind of message from the universe, you can randomly pick one number or randomly just scroll on the shorts page of my channel and use them for immediate guidance. But of course, if you want to have a reading with me, a detailed one, visit my website omastralluck.com. So this card has fallen out. So I've kept it in front of me so that there is some kind of warning coming out of that card. So I'll have to discuss that. So this card is the card of manipulation, which is Saturn in Scorpio. Saturn in Scorpio is a card or as an energy which is quite rightly placed. Scorpio is a very deep emotional waters where sometimes it gets difficult to channelize the right energy, and when Saturn comes here, it is more of a kind of energy where you are. Just hold on for a second. Sorry, there was somebody calling out. I live on the first floor, so somebody shouting from the road, calling out my name, just wanted to say something. It was quite funny. Anyhow, the card that I'm holding on my hand is Jupiter in Scorpio. It's not Saturn in Scorpio, but knowing that there is a transit of Guru Chandal Yoga in the sky, and which is influenced by Saturn right now. I somehow picked up Saturn. I was thinking about that, seeing this card, and I somehow said Saturn instead of Jupiter. But yeah, Guru Chandal Yoga is where north node of Moon and Jupiter are overlapping each other. So they overlapped on 27th, and this overlap will continue till. Uh, 10th of June. So, very strong energy there. So, what I'm seeing here is that either you would manipulate your teacher or guru or your supervisor from whom you have learned a lot, or it would be the other way around. So, be bit careful in that direction because you are planning a lot of things and you are doing something more independently, and there is a certain kind of manipulation coming on your way which you don't want to be part of it. So be careful, especially from your teachers, supervisors, and gurus in the sense not spiritual gurus but the gurus who are uh, claiming that they have taught you something and they want something in return. A guru never does that, so be careful. The next card is the card of ascendant, which is that you have to focus on yourself, your identity, your own personality. You don't have to worry about what your guru or your individual supervisor thinks about you and how they say that they can change your future for good or bad. You have to see how you and the larger community are interacting with each other, and that's it. And you, if there is a manipulation going on in between, ask for uh, either ignore it or ask directly. If they are like super pressurizing you to do something, then ask them directly what they want. If not, just ignore them. Let this energy be over till 10th of June and then move forward. Then there is a thinking woman. I always somehow uh, immediately the way moment I see this card, I always think of a senior person in your workplace, a female person in your workplace who is strategizing everything and for her own benefit, and she wants to use you as an instrument. She doesn't care about your values, your emotions, your thoughts. She just wants to use you for her own benefit. So be careful of any such person in your workspace or any other space where you can relate to this, because it's you and the community, and anyone in between, a guru or this thinking woman or anyone, doesn't have space in between. Then there is Angel of Strength here, which shows that yes, there is a super cosmic guidance of power, strength, and negotiation is being guided to you. Sometimes not to negotiate is also a very healthy negotiation. So if somebody is trying to negotiate with you, you have to just give give them the same pill that you have to hold the power of strength, let them run around you, and let them do whatever they want, because you are not interested, because you hold the power. So now you have the card of Sun in Capricorn, Saturn in Scorpio. Okay, Saturn Scorpio shows up. I'm very happy because I totally missed talking in detail about Saturn. While Jupiter Rahu are conjuncting, and I described the energy where either you are going against a guru or a guru is manipulating you, whichever is going on. Mostly it is the guru who is manipulating you. Seeing the thinking woman card here, uh, there is a Saturn trying to bring judgment there. If somebody is treating you as a product, then Saturn is going to protect you from that kind of treatment. If you are doing the same thing, then it, on the other side also, Saturn will protect the other person. Saturn will protect your guru from you. So be careful of your intentions. I'm not worried about your intentions, because otherwise this card would have not shown up, lilies. But still, there might be one or two people who are watching this and who might be super ambitious and would treat others like uh, an instrument or an object, not that they would realize, but if they reflect, they would surely realize. So you should be careful and you should do some reflection. But then you have the card of lust, Venus in Aries, and then Venus in Libra, the card of indecision. So, yeah, there would be a lot of things going on in this week and in the coming weeks, because this is an interplay which will go around for 2 years. I told you right in the beginning, but you're on the powerful side because the luck is favoring you because of the lilies card that manifested for your pile. And then the sun in Capricorn is also showing that you are on the path of achieving a lot of things and inherit a lot of power from the universe because of Saturn favoring you right now. Only thing is that you need to have your head on your shoulders. Don't get into a situation where you imagine a lot of things and start fighting with others. Even if you have a concrete proof in your hand, don't fight. Just mention that if this would have happened in a totally different way, things could have been different, but okay, I'm happy with what is, or I'm okay with it, whatever has manifested in whichever way till now. But now I'm very much focused on what to do next, and don't come and negotiate there. Be very open in that. Don't bring up past grudges, but don't forget them also, how they treated you in the past. And you should have your one single minded focus on a certain something that you want to achieve and that you'll achieve in next 2 years. Congratulations. Next you have clouds, home, and magnifying glasses. Wow. I really like the clouds card from this set of Lenormand cards, because here the sun is coming out of clouds. Usually in the other Lenormand cards, it's a very different kind of imagery there. So whenever I use this and I see the cloud cards, I'm very happy. I'm seeing that you are coming out of confusion to a state of stability, and you also have instruments in your hand where you can magnify or amplify the kind of stability that you want in your life in the coming few years. Although this is for this week, I don't know. I feel that this is more than this week, so I'm reading that way because of the Lily card, because it's a long term card. It's definitely not short term, so don't expect anything to happen in the short term. In within this week or till 10th of June, you will definitely see a lot of manipulation coming on your way. People want to use you and throw you, and those people would uh, really going to take it in a hard way, uh, as long as you keep your intentions very clear and straightforward and direct. And then we have Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords, and Justice. Okay, few people have given you sleepless nights. These people are now going to get chased by others who would give them the same kind of treatment. Not by you, so don't get involved. Don't even think on that direction that you should do something to give them sleepless nights. It's not your job. For your job is to focus on your own self and in your own goals and ambitions. Keep working on them, but definitely uh, I'm reading it for them because you have the justice card with this. So you might have already faced this kind of, like, the sword hanging on your head, and it would cut you at any moment because of the situation created by people around you, especially your superior, someone who is superior to you at your workplace, at your home, someone who has created the situation, whom you trusted a lot because you always put a lot of faith in Guru, and Jupiter represents Guru. So, someone whom you trusted a lot actually created very tough situations for you, and now the energies are shifting, and there is some kind of justice happening. So it might be that they might have to go through a similar situation. You can at max be kind to them, have sympathy and empathy towards them, but you don't have to contribute to make their life more miserable. You don't have to get into that space because you don't want anyone to go through similar hell that they created for you. Although the universe might create that hell for them, but you can be little more modest. If they come and ask for help, do as much as you can, keeping yourself on priority, that you will first fix the oxygen mask on your face, then you'll try to help them. As the air travel rule says, that first put the mask on your own face, oxygen mask on your own face, and then help the fellow passenger. So you will follow that rule. And if you are comfortable and you have helped yourself enough, uh, be all compassionate towards all the people who have troubled you in the past, but before, take care of yourself. They're saying that this is key. You have to take care of yourself. You uh, cannot rely on this person that, okay, I'll take care of this person and this person will help me because any of this person's in a superior position. No, no, no. Don't do that. They asked me to remind it very clearly that you are not supposed to do that. Then we have the King of Cups, the Lover card, and the Moon card. Very concrete cards. this is the King of Cups is representing you, whether you are a male or female, don't worry about that, but it's representing you. And then the Lovers card is talking about the choices that you have, because uh, you want to be part of this manipulation, then you might also, you never know how quickly the tables would turn, and from the lover, this person might turn into the devil. So be careful, because the moon is showing up with this, and the moon, the emotions are controlling you a lot. So this person might want to manipulate you on an emotional level. And they're saying that shuffle more cards to bring out clarity about how to deal with your emotions, because that might be the trick they would use, and you also need a trick to get out of it. And yeah, Page of Sword, focus on your own ideas, and if you have more than one idea, just uh, it's almost like Page of Sword is a very confused kind of person a lot of times, because they have too many ideas. So you might, when they are trying to emotionally manipulate you, you might want to confuse them with so many possibilities that you can work with them in different formats. Let them decide which format is more suitable, because it might look like they when they have to define things more concretely between you and them, they might have to withdraw a lot of things, because they cannot commit to you, because they are not very serious about it. They're just playing around with you. And then it's the Seven of Swords, which would bring mostly an internal fight in them, not with you, but in them. And you are again the Knight of Cups, passionately working on yourself and waiting for a better opportunity in your life, rather than accepting whatever they are offering to you, which is again very unrealistic. If they're offering anything to you, ask them that give me in a concrete format. I don't rely on words. Give me in a written format. Should it be in writing? Should it be in, if somebody's proposing you for marriage, ask them to uh, get into a court marriage immediately, and then you can plan a church wedding or a shadi or fere in Indian context, whatever it is. If somebody is offering you a job or a promotion, ask them to give it in writing, not verbal commitment. Be very clear on that, and try to confuse them with all the possibilities, and ask them to choose one of the possibilities which they are comfortable with, and ask them to give it in writing, and you will see their intentions very clearly. Okay, this video is becoming too long here, Pile, and I think I should leave it here. But it was, I think all the piles are very heavy energy because of this conjunction between Jupiter and Rahu, north node of the moon. It's becoming little heavy reading, but it has to be, because this is the time when it has to get heavier because of this conjunction. And then there is a direct aspect of Saturn, so it makes it even more uh, heavier for at least one person who is trying to manipulate, whoever is trying to manipulate. In this case, I am very sure that most of you are not the person who is into manipulation. You are receiving manipulation, because otherwise this card would have not shown up. But then there are few exceptions out there, because this is a general reading. So if you are one of those who are manipulating someone for a very long time, be little extra careful. Go and apologize and do everything that you can to turn the tables and help that person and support that person in a good way. And good luck if they trust you. There's a very high chance that they might not even trust you because of your past actions. But hey, that's my job to remind you. But see you soon. Bye bye. Namaste.